Okay, I just want to show you snapshots really quick. It's pretty self-explanatory. The button down here, blue, that says snapshot. Say you want to fix the pictures in your profile. If you right-click on yourself, this pie menu comes up. If you click on profile, there's different tabs. Real quick, I'm not going to get too much into this. I'll post the numbers on the wall so you can kind of see. Each of these tabs that allow pictures in your profile, they're different sizes. This picks one you may not use. It depends. My niece likes to put, I use it for things that I like. Like I like the show Red Dwarf. My niece uses it and she'll fill all these tabs with pictures of herself or her friends. Anyway, each of these pictures in the profile, they're actually different sizes. So when you might want to bear that in mind. Like if you specifically want to make a photo for this profile, the homepage profile pic, it's 4 by 3. Again, I'll post the numbers here when I make the video, but just so that sometimes you'll make a picture 4 by 3 for this one, but then if you try to plug it into this, which I forget what this one is, I'll have to look, the picture will look different. It'll look distorted. It'll be kind of stretched. You can see how this picture is kind of stretched because, Second Life will stretch your picture to fit. The other thing you do with pictures, a lot of people do, this thing over top of my TV here is actually a slideshow of pictures that I made, which, I can send you this board that has the script if you want to do something like this. This sort of thing, it doesn't really matter what size your picture is because you can, it sort of does, but not to the point. If you become a professional photographer in Second Life, then you really want to pay attention to when you edit it in your on-computer program. You're going to want to save it at different sizes so that they, fit better on the screen. But, for all basic purposes, when you click on Snapshot, a little thing pops up. Pretty much I always save it to your hard drive because you can, one, it's free, so I can take 200 shots of myself and pick which one is the best. Save it to your hard drive because it's free. If you go to the search bar and go to places, make sure your mature content tab is picked here. If you type in animations, you'll see places you can go to pick up free animations. They're everywhere. Animations can be anything from, like I have an animation that if a guy hugs me, I kick him in the nads and he drops like a rock, and it's pretty funny. There's animations if I'm dancing, it's an animation, but then there's poses too. Like there's this Divas Pose Pack, which is a pretty nice animation thing for picture. Well, I don't know, some of them are kind of weird, but before you activate any of these, you need to turn off your AO. Your AO is this menu over here. It may not always look exactly like this one, but at some point on it there's going to be a green dot. If for some reason you're wearing an animation override, which means I'm not moving like the Second Life animation, I'm not standing like a robot, which is this, what Second Life gives you. So I override Second Life's animation with this. Anyway, if you can't find it, you have to turn it off. Otherwise, your poses that you try won't work. You could click on Worn Items tab, and it'll list everything you're wearing, like right here, if you know what it's called. The ZHAO is my animation override, so I can just detach it from myself from my menu if this is not here on my desktop. Then you pick you don't have to. And obviously you wouldn't look like this if you were taking pictures. And again, you want a little bit of camera control capabilities. I mean, this is kind of a funny picture, but let's say that this is, I love this picture. So I take it as a snapshot. I save it for free to my inventory. As you can see, I tried this video before and it didn't work. Now I want to upload it. File, upload image. It says 10 linden, so you have to pay. Like I said, it's like a penny. Pick the picture you want to upload. Open. Upload for $10. When something uploads from your computer, anything that uploads, even if it's a piece of clothing, like here's a skirt that I built on my computer, anything you uploads over here. This is the texture icon. It uploads what they call as a texture. Basically any graphics are textures. This rug is a board, like this pink board, with a texture, a photo of the rug. The easiest thing to do, because you want to hang it on your wall, the easiest thing to do is you click this build button on the bottom. The box here, these are sculpties, these are attachments. Like when you see me wearing a belt and it looks like a belt, it's made out of one of these shapes here, and then you manipulate the shape. But this is a real basic. So you just click on the ground and the box appears. Most of the time you probably want to lift the box up a little bit. The easiest way to get a texture on here so that it is fitting the box the right way is to add the texture, your photo, to the box before you, while it's this size, before you manipulate it. So if you click on texture, open up your textures folder, because that's where it always puts the new ones. You click on your picture and you click select. Now as you can see, there's one picture of me on each side of this box. You right click on the box and click edit to get back to your, I'm just going to move it so you can see it a little bit better. Now as far as manipulating, again, you can pretty much tell if you click on stretch over here and you grab one of these boxes. Oop. That was a good example. Now if I pull and I stretch, you see there's lots of me on this. So let me go back. No, I can't get back to the original. I think if I Control Z, I believe, brings you back to your original box. The reason there were so many of me is that this tab here that says stretch texture wasn't stretched. So click that box that says stretch texture, because we want the texture to stretch at the same time we're stretching the box. And now when I pull the corner, the texture, the photo stretches with the box. Obviously the blue stretches your thing up and down, the green stretches it across. This red thing, because it looks like a box, will flatten it, so that basically, not that that really matters. I actually have fat boxes all around our sim here that are invisible so that you don't fall off. Like I didn't bother to flatten them into a board, but if you want to make it look pretty, you can do that. Also, again, and here's a good example of what X Street is good for, like the photo frames. This is kind of a blah photo frame. I have better ones. If you want to put a frame on this, go to X Street you know, lowest to highest price, and you know, for like one linden, all mine are like one linden, or you can get little easels that you can put out and, you know, have your, if you're decorating your sim. So that's how you take pictures.